I'm going to share something special with you today, my whitetail deer rifle. Welcome to the Hideout, and today we're going to talk about my favorite whitetail deer rifle. But before we do, please click subscribe. Click that little ringy dingy over there and get your notification. Click like, send me some comments. Check us out, sgt1911.com. And I got to bring just somebody's attention again. Layton and Sean, I'm going to read it again because I don't want to get them wrong. I owe them this. Front Range Firearm Repair and Maintenance. We'll put a link down below to them. They helped me out with some ammo, some 30-06 ammo. That's what this is, 30-06. You know, I'm probably like a lot of you guys. You have more than one rifle. And why do you need more than one? Why do women need more than one pair of shoes? Why do you need more than one toothbrush? Whatever, right? It's just because you like it. That's what this is. But when I go whitetail hunting, this is normally what I take. Now, sometimes I've hunted with a 30-30, sometimes I've hunted with a shotgun, sometimes I've hunted with a 243, but most of the time, this is my rifle. It is a Sako 85L 30-06. Why? It's the way I was raised, 30-06. People started using 30-06s to hunt with after World War I. Why? Surplus rifles. They could get them cheap. 30-06 was the caliber. Where I hunt, most of it's timber. I don't have to have 300 Win Mag. 30-30 is probably very, very popular around here. But if I got a good scope on it, I can wheel that round through the bushes, or if I'm shooting across a cow pasture, I can get it with a 30-06. I don't need anything bigger. This is mine. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it. It is a Sako 85L stainless. This model here is called the Gray Wolf. I guess you can probably see why. It's got a gray laminate stock on it. It's all stainless steel. Got like a 22-inch barrel on it, 30-06, box magazine fed down at the bottom. And one of the really things I like about Sako rifles, and I got more than one, but let me tell you what I really like about them. This bolt, this throw on this bolt is absolutely wonderful. If you'll notice, that's as high as it goes. So we got a short throw on there is all we got. We got a short throw. We don't have anything long. Remington actions go back a long, long time, but they throw all the way up here. So even a short action rifle is going to seem long because you got this long up, long back, long forward, long down. This short throw takes a lot of that out of it. I love the Sako rifle because of that. This thing gets a little heavy, weighs about 9 pounds as it is. 30-06, up here on the front right here, it's got two little buttons. I don't know if you can see them or not. I'm gonna try to get it. It's got two buttons right here. One of them is a safety. Safety is on, safety is off. This other little button right here will allow you to operate the bolt without firing a trigger or anything. Nice gun, really like it. It's got, the scope mounts on it are a little tricky, but I really, really like this rifle. It's got like a 14-inch length of pull, 9 pounds. You know, it is the deer rifle. Now, one thing I don't like about the rifle, and you know, that's me just being a little cheap. I got a Nikon Pro Staff on there. There's nothing wrong with them. But you've heard me say it before, I should buy the scope that allows you to shoot the gun. And that's not what I've done here. I've got a really nice rifle and I've got a scope on it that's not half the scope that this thing deserves. So will it hamper me? It hasn't yet. And the reason it hadn't is this rifle, like I said, I don't use it out there past a couple hundred yards at the most. I don't think I've ever shot a whitetail with it past 125 yards. So this scope has been plenty adequate to do the job that it needs because I'm hunting in the timber. Now this is a 4:16 Nikon, But, you know, I'd like to have something else like a Zeiss or a Steiner or something, but you know, this is working fine. Now the trigger on these things are adjustable, and I want to show you a little bit about the trigger on it. I'm going to do a trigger pull on it. I just really like these things. If I can get it set up here and ready, and here we go. That's 3.4, so it's light. It pulled lighter than that earlier. It's pulled down. Let me do it again. I'm not happy with that. Let me do that again. Clear. Ready. Let me see if I can get it to do. There again, 3.4 again. So we got less than 4 pounds. Nice trigger, nice stock. 30-06, got plenty of range on it. Nothing I don't like about it. Now, let's get into a couple extra things. With this box magazine in here, there's a trick to it. You can't accidentally push this slide and drop the magazine out. What you got to do is push in on the magazine and push this button, then the magazine will come out. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to be at YouTube on my ass. But anyway, this is what you do. You push in on it, take some tension off of it, and then push this lever forward, and this magazine will drop out. It's good. I like it. I'm trying to think of some things to show you about it just because I wanted to share one of my favorite rifles. Now, it does have what's called, they call it controlled feed, but it's not 100% controlled feed. And let me try to explain that. If I've got a projectile, I'm going to show you one, that is just push feed. Imagine this thing laying in the magazine, the bolt comes forward, it picks it up, it pushes it into the chamber, and then the bolt closes to and locks to. That's push feed. Control feed, the magazine, as the bolt comes forward, your magazine has a claw, the bolt has a claw on it that just goes around this rim, and it holds it. And it holds it like that right there, so it pushes it in. So really you could turn the weapon sideways and the bolt would hold that bullet into position because it's controlled feed. It's held it good. If I could not do this with a push feed, if I tried to do this with a push feed, it would just fall. Now, these Sakos has got, they call it controlled feed, but it's a little bit of both. It is controlled feed, but initially it's push feed. So it pushes it up for a little bit and then it grabs it. So I like it better than I would a simple control feed, and here's why. If you guys have ever opened a bolt on a rifle and just tried to drop one round in, just drop it in, close the bolt and fire it. If you can do that, it's just a push feed. You may want to do that when you're in a hurry. If you just turn it over to the side, drop it in and try to push it forward and the bolt will get right here and stop and you can't close it, it's controlled feed. The bolt face did not have a hold of the rim of the case. So I don't like that. You have to load the magazine. This has got the best of both worlds in my opinion. I can drop it in, forward, push the bolt forward, it picks it up, control feed, and then do it. And I have done that bear hunting where I emptied the gun, instead of having to take the magazine out of the gun, reload the magazine, and then try to fire the gun. All I was had to do was like a shotgun, drop one in the side, close the bolt, and shoot the rifle. So I like that it's that somewhat controlled feed, somewhat not controlled feed. So I wanted to share that with you. Another thing on my setup here is it being stainless is this rifle sling. Some of you may have seen it before. This is my favorite rifle sling. I've got it, used it all over the world. New Zealand, South Africa, Canada, Alaska, my backyard, everywhere. This thing is what's it called? Specialty Outdoors, I believe is the name of it. Specialty Outdoors. Now, you can go to YouTube and get a demonstration, but this thing right here will make into a backpack. It will not slide off of your arm. It's just like a huge freaking rubber band. It doesn't go nowhere. So I got a drawer full of rifle slings, but what I could do is just give them all away because I just continuously move this one from rifle to rifle. It's what I do. Excuse me, got a little bit cold. I wanted to share this with you today. It's not anything that everybody else can't have or don't have or won't have, but I'm going to tell you what, if you ever shoot a Sako rifle, I don't think you'll want to shoot anything else. In particular, you're not going to want to shoot a Remington. You're not going to want to shoot a Savage. I mean, I know I'm going to hear it from this. My Remington 700, my Remington. Yes, Remington 700s have been around a long time. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. Until you've had the best, the rest of it, you just don't know. So when you shoot something better, you start to realize there are better things. You know, I've got some Remington 700s that are beautiful old guns, but they do not shoot like these. The triggers are magnificent. The bolt throw is like on butter. It is just an all-around higher quality gun. Yes, they cost 3 times, 4 times more than a Remington 700. But Grandpa said, you pay a nickel for something, you get a nickel's worth. Now, I plan on taking this thing hunting quite a bit. I haven't been able to do it as much as I want to. But what I am going to do, I haven't shot it in probably close to 2 years. It's just been sitting in the safe. I think it's time to go outside today. I'm going to take a target out there about 200 yards. And if I can hit a 200-yard gong with it, I'm pretty sure and pretty comfortable that it's on. So we're not talking about a bang, bang, bang today. We're talking about a couple bangs. But let's go out together and see if it'll go. Do it. Okay, we're out at the range. I got my Sako 85L 30-06 Gray Wolf. You know, the plan is to actually do a little bit of hog hunting soon. I don't know that that's going to work out, but that's what I'm going to try to do. And I think I'm going to take this with me. I could change my mind, but I hadn't shot this rifle in a long time, and we're going to try it. So I've got the magazine full, got 5-round capacity in 30-06, which is good. I'm going to chamber one, and I want to show you a little button right here in just a second. All right, you see that little red button sticking out? There's our loaded chamber indicator. It tells us there is something loaded. And right now the safety is off. I'm gonna put safety on. So safety's on. We got 205, 200 and some change out there. You know, I could miss this. I haven't shot this in a while, and it's just been setting, so the scope could be off. But I tend to take good care of my rifles, so I'm gonna set it up there and see if I can't at least get one to hit. We'll see, cross your fingers. Let me get that scope set up. All right, here we go, fire in the hole. That was a hit. So I'm thinking already, if I can pull off a few of those at 200 and some change, once I get into timber with some pigs, I should be able to get one. Let's see if I can repeat that. There we go, 2 for 2. Notice how smooth this bolt is, and like I said a minute ago, watch the bolt not come all the way up here and back. You know, I got a really nice bolt throw. Damn, that was a miss. That's probably me, but watch this bolt throw. Right there, out, in. Let's try again. Alright, we hit. One more round to go. Alright. 4 out of 5 guns been set for 2 years. I'm gonna say that scope's good enough. 200 and some change. What I need to do for a hunting trip, guys who've watched the video some, excuse me, we know the scope's on. what I need to do every day, or at least every other day before I go hunting, I need to come out and shoot 2 rounds, 3 rounds, put the rifle away. I don't need to worry about cleaning it. I need to come out in the next day or two, shoot 2 rounds, 3 rounds, put the rifle away. Do that every day for the next week or so before I go hunting, or every other day, so I can get comfortable with the recoil. I can find my cheek weld and my spot weld easily. I get comfortable with the gun, and basically what I'm doing is just practice. And that's all I'm going to do is practice. I just wanted to share with you my rifle. I'm proud of it. I've done some good hunts with it. You know, I could basically call this thing a grocery getter. I've been successful with it. I love the rifle. I love to shoot it. And I wanted to share that with you. And I wanted to thank Leighton and Sean for some 30-06 ammo. That stuff's kind of hard to find right here, right now. So anyway, I just wanted to take an opportunity, like normal, share a day at the range, share my Second Amendment right with you until we get to shoot again. Shoot safe and shoot straight. Whew.